Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. I am a stay-at-home homeschool mom of one girl. Today I'm going to talk about fall books. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am just really looking forward to fall this year. I've got on my thankful t-shirt with little pumpkins, and I'm just ready for it to cool off a little bit. So let's talk about fall books and see if we can kind of usher in cooler weather. Some of the books that I'm going to show you today are actually books that we got last year, and then some of them are new books that we have added in for this year. So I'm just going to show you all of the books that I have for fall time. Most of them are specific to like Thanksgiving and autumn, but there are a couple here that are just kind of reminiscent of fall and things, and you'll see what I mean a little bit as we get in. But if you have been around here any length of time, you know how much we love books. And books is probably one of my favorite things to share with you guys. So I'm really excited to bring this one to you because I am really hoping that if I talk about fall, that I share fall books, that I wear fall shirts, I can just usher it in and things will cool off and we will just get to enjoy nicer, more beautiful weather. I know there are some people who love different seasons. You know, of course, fall is my favorite. I love the jeans and the boots and the fires and the outside, and all the things. So you are not here for that though. You are here for books. So let's get into it. All right, I don't really know where to start here, so I'm just gonna start at the top of the stack and we're gonna roll with it, okay? First thing, I have this Laugh Out Loud Spooky Jokes for Kids. You guys have probably seen a couple of the other ones that I got from these. This actually came from Book Outlet. They have several different titles. So we already have one. Actually, we have three of them. We have what's the other one? Awesome. I think it's Laugh Out Loud Awesome Jokes for Kids. I have the spooky, and then I do have another one that I will share at another time. I do want to read what was the first Thanksgiving. I want to kind of go through this first just to make sure that there's nothing too, what's the word? I don't want it to be like too graphic or anything for my daughter at this point. I definitely want to keep it and, you know, read it at a later date, but I don't want anything that's too much, if that makes sense. Hopefully we'll be able to do this one as a read aloud. Of course, I had to get Sophie Mouse and the Maple Festival. Actually, all of these came from Book Outlet, so you know how much we love them. And obviously this is fall time for Sophie. This will likely be a reader for my daughter. She loves Sophie Mouse. So I thought that one would be a fun one to add in to our collection. Okay, here we'll do it this way because I think just about everything is from Book Outlet. So unless I tell you that it came from somewhere else, it came from Book Outlet. And I'll leave the link below for you guys too for Book Outlet for the $10 off. If you've not shopped with them before, it'll give you $10 off, $25 or more. And then of course, if you spend $35, you get free shipping. So I'll leave that link below, and then anything that came from somewhere else, I will try and link it below for you as well. So Book Outlet, 12 Days of Thanksgiving. And I've seen a couple different versions of these, but it just follows the 12 Days of Christmas kind of jingle. And this one is really cute. I remember reading this a lot last year. And what's really fun is this year, my daughter will be able to read this one by herself. So that's really exciting now that she can read. So 12 Days of Thanksgiving. Next, these two are classics. And these actually, I do not think they came from Book Outlet. I think these came from Amazon. Although you may be able to find them on Book Outlet. I'm not exactly sure. It would be worth it to look. But anyways, Charlie Brown. So I got The Great Pumpkin and Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. These are just really fun. We enjoy reading Charlie Brown and then watching the shows. Just good fun with Charlie Brown. So we have that one. And then the Thanksgiving. Oh, that wasn't a very exciting page, huh? There we go. We love it. These are fun to read. And then we have, this also did not come from, see, I say everything came from Book Outlet, and then now that I'm looking at it, I'm telling you all of the places, other places that I didn't get them, or that it didn't come from Book Outlet. Anyway, this was actually from Amazon because this was part of a birthday gift. So this is The Little House, my first Little House, The Deer in the Wood. So if you guys watched, I don't even remember what video it was. It was several videos back. We were trying to read The Little House in the Big Woods chapter book. And it was too much at that point. I definitely want to go back and read it, but it just was too much. And I happened to find these, my first Little House books. And these are really fun because it follows, from what I gather, it follows the same storylines as the chapter book, but they're just done in small little picture books, and they're picture books. So my daughter likes these. This was her very first book collection, she says. And so she has wanted to add these two, to our bookshelf. So this one, I think it says it starts in autumn, but let's see. Yeah, I think it's autumn time. Anyways, fall for us is deer season. So it works for us for fall time, and it kind of has that fall feel. So we added that one in. Now this one we actually got from, I did the Imagination Library. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but Dolly Parton has a program called the Imagination Library. And I don't remember the website exactly, but I'm quite sure just a quick Google search will bring it up for you. So you can sign your child up and you get a free book every month until I think it's their 5th birthday. I believe it's their 5th birthday. And we've actually gotten quite a few really good books. There were some kind of towards the beginning that, they were okay. And they were fun for a season, but they just weren't like a long-term book. Whereas some of them, obviously, as she got older, we were getting books that we actually would keep for, longer use. And this book happens to be one of them. This was my favorite book growing up. I actually have, I don't know when it was copywritten or any of that stuff, but I do have the old version of this, and it's still in like hardback with the cover thing that I don't like. I still have all of that. But anyways, it is The Coat of Many Colors. What I like with this one is it is also written in Spanish. So you will have the English reading, and then you also have it translated in Spanish underneath. If you are learning Spanish, or if you are already a bilingual family, this is actually pretty cool that it is both in English and in Spanish. So it's still the good old story of The Coat of Many Colors, but it's just different. It's just a different version of the book. Cool. Same thing. It's not really fall, but it kind of is because it's talking about coats. And, for us, the weather will be cooling off, all of that stuff. And so it just kind of kind of brings it back, and we haven't read it for a little while. And so I figured now would be the time to bring it back and read one of my favorite stories from my childhood. All right, so then I've got 4 left. This next one is another one that is not necessarily fall, but it just kind of gives me fall vibes. Is that what the cool kids say? Fall vibes. It feels kind of fall to me, just because it's talking about cooking and being in the kitchen and pies, and you'll see what I mean here. So yeah, this one, again, it's not really specific to fall, but I feel like now would be a good time to include it, and that is Pies from Nowhere. And I did grab this one from Book Outlet. I've never heard of this one before, but it looked really, really cool. Illustrations are beautiful. It's how Georgia Gilmore sustained the Montgomery bus boycott. But just talking about her cooking, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you, never heard of her. So that was another thing that I was looking forward to, was reading the story about her. Look at y'all, listen. Sweet potato pie, peach pie, red velvet cake, 7-Up cake. Only Georgia knew who baked them, and only Georgia knew who bought them. Love that. Like, that just feels like fall to me. Anyways, and then once I got it in the back, like, look how beautiful. In the back, this is, apparently it's her recipe for pound cake. So definitely looking forward to trying that. But anyways, so this one, Pies from Nowhere, looking forward to being able to read that one. All right, what do I want to do next? These last 3, I got them last year, and they just warm my heart. I just love them so much. They were so sweet last year. All right, let's start with the Scarecrow. This is another one. I bought this one off of Amazon, but I have seen it at Book Outlet. And I'm thinking because these were popular last year, that you may be able to find a good bit of them on Book Outlet, because they're last year's news, right? Anyway, so this one is really, really beautiful too. This one is so sweet. And I remember reading this one a lot last year also, and this is another one that my daughter will pretty well be able to read on her own. This will be one that we can just snuggle up and read. How pretty. We'll just be able to snuggle up and read together on the porch. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm so looking forward to it. Anyway, so that one is the Scarecrow. Next is, let's do this one. And there's at least another one of these that I want to get as well. I just haven't yet, but this one is Pick a Pumpkin. And these are beautiful also. Y'all, like, if I could take some of these illustrations and just use them as decoration in my house, I absolutely would do it. Like, I just, look how cute. Yeah, so there is a, what is it? Pick a Pine Tree, I think. Or Pick a Pine Tree for Christmas. All right, and so the last one really is probably my personal favorite out of these, which that's kind of hard to say because I like all of them and I like all the books. But there's just something about this one that, I don't know, like if I could make this happen, I totally would do it. And if I could get it to look the way that it looks here, I mean, Come on, folks. Is that not the prettiest Thanksgiving you have ever seen? So this one is Thanksgiving in the Woods, and it just is so sweet. All of the family and the friends, they get together and they work together to put on their Thanksgiving meal, and they do it in the woods, and then they all like eat, and they sit around the campfire, and the kids play in these little tent fort things, you know, that they've built. And I mean, I just love this one. And again, it's just beautiful. Love this one. All right, so that is it for our fall books. As I mentioned, I will have a video coming out when I update our morning baskets. There will be some extra fall goodies in those, so be sure that you subscribe, hit the little notification bell. That way it will let you know when new videos come out. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.